It's episode 30. Oh, wait, I'm doing the intro. Welcome one, welcome all. It's episode 13 of Fab Life. I was going straight into...
You were like, it's episode 13 of Fab Life Alone. And this week we...
Yeah, so if anyone...
don't know what we're talking about.
If anyone doesn't know, we you know, they know that. They'll have
Only
just
if they
listened
listen.
to the... Yeah,
YouTube doesn't have the intro.
YouTube doesn't have the intro. But if you listen on all podcast providers, you will hear a little intro. Dun, 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 dun. And what we do, there's a bit of backstep. BTS for you.
BTS hashtag.
BTS. And we record the intro at the end and we try and remember what we've spoken about.
And we now do it without a script, actually, which is...
There's most
really fun.
times we just do it without a script, because I used to type it when we did it virtually, didn't I?
Yeah.
But now we just do it off the cuff, and
So professional.
sometimes the producers look at us like, wow, these guys, it just rolls off the tongue.
So in sync.
So I just went to start it as if we'd already recorded the episode, and we didn't.
We've got no fucking clue what we're about to talk about, so...
Well, we've got to talk. Well, firstly, welcome to a new producer in the studio, Julian.
Oh, say hi.
Correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, the dulcet tones of Julian there. Where are you from, Julian?
I'm from Brussels, actually.
What?
Oh my God! I'm about to discuss the fact that I went to Brussels last week.
Oh, she's brought it back to her.
How weird's that?
Oh,
Did you go to an international school?
no, actually, my mum is from London. So
Oh, okay.
I was raised by a Belgian dad and an English mum. So
Okay.
that's why I've got that.
Your accent, yeah, you would never know.
But it can slip. It's very fragile. It's very
Okay.
fragile, so I've got to be careful, especially because I'm on record and everything.
Well, there's
Sure,
a running joke. Well, there's a running, theme that we often have different producers every time we're in
Yeah.
here. And we have a wonder whether it's because, it's because of us. So,
So we might never see you again, Julian. This might be the first and last time you produce our podcast.
but,
It's been an honour already.
Thank
good
you.
to go out with a bang.
It is indeed.
So we've got to discuss last week. You obviously did the big announcement.
The big
How's it feel to get it off your chest?
Oh, get it off the bump. Yeah, it feels really good. It's weird that...
People know now.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of my friends. I went to a hen do sober at the weekend.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry to hear that.
I know it was, it's a struggle. But I was last man standing on the first night. I'll give you that.
Well, sometimes it's quite fun to do things. Depends who you're with and what kind of drunks and what level of drunks, I
Yeah.
guess. But it's quite fun to be the kind of, observer.
Yeah,
You've got a hen do coming up with me.
I know, and you're going to be so trash. It's going to be great.
I know.
I'll probably have like a glass of champagne at that point. Just like really treat myself.
Yeah, well, and also we'll get you some nose secco, and
Yeah.
I had a lovely I was at my friend Maurice's the other night, and I said, "Oh, have you got a soft?" When you I was going around for a few glasses of red wine.
Yeah.
It'd been a long hour, and
Long couple of hours at work.
and when you just need something to quench that thirst. I thought I
Sure.
just need a little soft drink to
Like
reset.
a Fanta lemon.
Well, I said, "Have you got anything soft?" He said, "Oh, not really." Anyway,
I'm always
and he
hard.
said, "Oh, I've got this. I've got this sparkling drink that you can have. That's a soft drink." I said, "Oh, brilliant." Well, as he's opening it, as he's opening it, I go over, I look, and I'm like, "That looks like a posh bottle." It's a bottle of like lightly sparkling Fortnum and Mason.
Oh, only Maurice.
Only Maurice. But I was like, don't bloody open that for bloody little old me. I want some bloody fruit and barley. I just wanted a bit of
I want a bit of
orange,
Robinson's.
bit of squash.
Yeah, a bit of cordy.
Yeah, a bit of cordy. Cordial for the listeners.
Come on now, they're used to my briefs. They've got a little dictionary going.
Yeah. But I was like, oh my. Anyway, it was lovely. And I thought, oh, that's good to have, because he poured it into a flute. But then I don't know if it quenched my thirst, because even though it was delicious.
Was it a bit dry?
Well, yeah, it was almost tricking me into thinking it was alcohol.
Oh, too good at its job.
Too good. But I thought, oh, Fortnum and Mason, lightly sparkling.
Nice little prezi there. Birthday's coming up, everyone, listeners. 11th
Yes.
July.
Please, you'd be furious if people got you
I
alcoholic
know.
drinks for your
It's
birthday.
like, rub it in, why don't you?
Yeah, and you'd save it.
Oh, do you know what else I hate? My friend Lorna is having her birthday / this is the last time I'm going to see before my baby comes out. party, like not party, but
Lorna?
gathering. Yeah,
Did I know Lorna was pregnant?
maybe you must have. It's
Well,
gone so quick
congratulations,
though.
Lorna,
Yeah.
yeah.
But she's literally like 2 weeks away from
Oh
potentially.
God, I did not know
Yeah,
this.
it's gone so fast. So she's having like this get together, and I was like, I felt like just sending a text round being like, by the way, don't get someone for their birthday because people do this something baby related. You know, and like it becomes your whole fucking personality.
Yeah.
So it's like your birthday, but you get like something for your kid, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm still here. Yeah,
Oh right, what like? I got you this. It's a little
little booties.
pack of flannels.
Yeah, little pack of muslins.
I've
Yeah.
always known how you love muslin cloths.
It's like at Christmas when they're
That's no, I would never do that.
I know, but some people do. Some
In
other
fact,
people-
most of my friends, I'm sometimes like, you know, some of my friends are like, don't get me anything for the baby until like wait till they're like 2 or 3 or whatever when they
Yeah.
kind of appreciate it.
yeah,
Just get
totally.
me. I'd rather sometimes get my friend a bottle of champagne and say,
Yeah.
"This is for you, love." Screw
all
the
that
baby.
hard work you've been doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this in your hospital bag. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Essential packing.
As the baby's coming out, we'll hear the cork popping.
That'd be me. The placenta's coming out, and I'd be like, open that champagne when you're ready. You can only eat ice chips or whatever. Well, you can in American programs. So I'm hoping there will be a bucket of ice around for the
Will the midwife be like, "I can see the head"? You'll be like, "On what? The beer?"
nice and frothy. That's how I like it.
So I thought I'd just read out some absolutely lovely comments. I mean, I need to get pregnant. We've never had so much
We
engagement.
haven't. Honestly, our algorithm is skyrocketing.
I know. Big shout out to Al. Go Rhythm. So Laura Lawler says congratulations to Freddie too. She said, congratulations, Lauren. I'm delighted for you. Feel like we subs are part of your journey, and I'm a mum to 2 wonderful boys, aged 15 and 24. You will love being a mum and will be a great one.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Helen Groves, lovely Helen.
We love Helen.
Oh my God, what? No offense to Laura.
Oh my God, we love everyone. But Helen is so engaged.
Helen's a diehard fab
Yeah,
lifer,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
she? She's got the
got a
merch.
hoodie.
She's
She's got a hoodie.
She commissioned that hoodie. Oh my God, what can I say? A huge congratulations to Lauren and Freddie on your baby announcement. I'm completely over the moon for you both, and you'll make fantastic parents. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that baby comes on the 20th of November, because that's my grandson's birthday, and I actually delivered him on my bathroom floor.
No.
Not the same bathroom. She has a 65-incher on.
Oh, I hope not, Helen.
So he was also lucky to be born in his sack. Apparently that's meant to be
Excuse
really
me?
lucky.
Oh, when it comes out and then they're like still in the fluid, aren't they? And then they can just like
Yes.
pop it or whatever.
So the 20th would be a really lucky day to have him/her.
Oh.
And she also delivered a youngest granddaughter exactly 25 months later.
Is Helen a midwife? Was she
I
a
don't
midwife?
know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She'll answer. She'll let us know.
Michelle Nye, congratulations, Lauren and Freddie. Such fab news. Sarah Fox, congratulations, Lauren and Freddie. Such lovely news. Congratulations from Janet Vincent. 345 Berry, who's also called Lauren, I
She's
believe.
Lauren, yeah.
Congratulations, Lauren. Is it going to be a boy or a girl?
Well, another
Gonna find out.
exclusive coming in July on the pod.
Oh, lovely.
I know. I'll let you
Lovely,
know.
lovely.
Even though gender is a construct, guys, but I will be finding out the sex.
Well, yeah. Will Venus, or congratulations on baby Machen Crane. I'm so looking forward to listening to Flab Life.
That's where we'll be in a couple of weeks' time.
Tony Dunsford, such wonderful news. I'm so pleased for you, Laura. For you, Lauren and Freddie. I don't know. Me. I'm so thank you, guys. Thank you. We are so excited.
I can't wait.
And that was just on YouTube of all places.
Insta went wild in the aisles.
Insta, I
didn't it?
can't read them all out on Insta, but we had such lovely messages. Kelly O'Brien, Adrian. Oh, he didn't say anything about the pregnancy, but he just said he'll be listening tonight with a glass of vino from M&S.
He was probably. I know it was a spoiler alert for some people because I was already getting a few DMs being like, "Congrats," and then I was like, "I've got to get it out there because, like, you know, I need to get it out there." But some of the regulars haven't listened yet because it depends when you listen.
Yes, it does. And
You might not be a
some
Friday
people
listener.
might be behind.
Exactly.
You know, the baby will be coming on 20th November, still in its sack. And people go, "Oh, Lauren's pregnant." That was quick.
Oh God, pop right out.
Yeah. So yeah, such lovely
So
news.
nice.
Twinny, oh congratulations, Laura and Lorna, woohoo. Amy, a guest of the pod.
Guess of the
I'm
pod.
so happy for you. Emma, so happy for you. Congrats, Laura and Freddie. She's misspelt it, but it's Lauren and Freddie. Cloda, lovely Cloda.
Oh, Cloda.
Congrats from David Ames.
All the guests of the pod were on there.
Saying your hair looks great. The priorities.
Oh my God, Lorcan. Well, they are a hairdresser, so that's high praise coming from a hairdresser. High praise. Even though it was killing me that day.
So yeah, but you're still looking fabulous.
Thanks. I am like, I basically went on this hen do, and when everyone was drinking, I was eating. Because you've got it, it's that like whole dinner. I can only have so many non-alcoholic half pints, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like stood there and I'm like, I need something. So I was having like, there was a coffee van, I had a bit of cake, you know, I had about 8 meals a day while they were all drinking. But it was a small country music festival, which is for everyone. It's fun to enjoy. It was very like relaxing. It was very small, and we were glamping, so it was all good.
As in the festival was small, or it was only from small countries?
It was country music from Moldova, and yeah, it was a very small festival.
Right.
Yeah. Where was I going with this?
I love country music.
Yeah, it was
Because you know I love
great.
lyrics. I love lyrics.
And they're always about heartbreak or drinking. So
yes, they are, aren't they?
yeah. So I was like, let's get another shot. I'm
It's
here
like-
here at the bar.
Down in my whiskey and I'm going down the road. I'm going down the road because my heart's broken too. My
Yeah.
heart's broken too.
Oh my God, were you there?
I headlined.
Were you on the singer-songwriter stage? Yeah, so we well got into it. It's a big scene in the old British Country Music Festival. Well, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, so I ate so much that by, like, the second day, I was like, oh, my God, I think I've popped. You know, you're waiting.
I thought you meant like my water's broke.
No, like, you're waiting to pop, aren't you? Everyone's like, oh, you're going to pop. You won't pop on your first one until it's 20 weeks or whatever.
Just had too much fucking tipping.
And it was, like, hard. Yeah, just had too many Victorias.
Guys, I've popped. Put down my Big Mac. I've popped,
Yeah.
guys.
So I was there posing. I've got all these, like, bump pics. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm so cute. No, disgusted. And then I like arrived home to Freddie and he was just like, I went from having just being a bit bloated.
yeah.
Well, today I do feel like, check out my Instagram, guys, Dolly D Pinup. I have been posting more because I've finally got something to post about that's quite interesting.
What are you going to do? Bump progress pics?
Bump progress pics. And also just generally taking the piss out of myself, I think, is
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
could be like
earnest,
a funny,
you know.
funny, relatable.
Yeah.
Are you going to turn into like a mumfluencer?
Mumfluencer, fingers crossed. Yeah, so I just did a bump pic today. But I also, it's after I've had a big meal. It was after lunch today. I'm wearing high-waisted trousers, so they are digging in, you know. So watch this space. But it's coming. It's ready to. But it is a bit weird. It's giving me validation that I'm not just really bloated.
Well, I was someone from work today, Sharon, and she mentioned
Shazza.
she was pregnant, and I was like, oh, so when are you due? And she was like, beginning of August. I said, bloody.
Was she just not pregnant? Look.
You could barely tell.
Oh God, I'm gonna be.
She said
massive.
she had the easiest pregnancy as well.
Oh, what a bitch.
I know. I said, touch wood, darling.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I feel like I've got a bit jammy because, yeah, I keep forgetting I'm pregnant currently. Like when I was on the hen do, I think that week we went to Brussels, whoop whoop, and then I was doing like a busy day job, and then I went straight on this hen do, and then I'm back here and then I was working all week this week, and I was like, a week ago I wouldn't have been able to do that, and I was waiting for this second trimester like glow and, you know, Wonder Woman flex to hit in, and I feel like maybe it did because I wasn't like. Exhausted, tired.
Oh, right. Is that the glow?
You meant to, I'm still waiting for the glow. I was kind of faking it. By doing a few like face masks on the hen do. You know, like just putting a load of fucking highlighter on. Like, oh yeah, I've got that glow, I'm pregnant. But the reality is, I'm not glowing. Had a spot last week.
Oh, babe.
I know. But I'm not as tired, so thank the Lord, because it's the tiredness that kills
Thank
me.
God for small mercies.
I know. So I can be up partying with the rest of you.
Oh, well, we'll see what you say when we were on the hen do.
Oh my God. Yeah, shan't give anything away.
No.
But
Although, it's Amy's hen do, isn't it?
it is. Guess
Doesn't
the
have a
pod.
clue what's going on.
She doesn't, but she does listen to the pod, so
Yeah, but she's very, very busy at the minute. I feel like she's far behind.
and she's got a very bad memory as well. So if you
Yeah.
did hear it, she won't remember by July, would she?
She's like, oh, no, I forgot what they said. What episode was it?
Was that about my hen No.
No, it's fantastic. So tell us about Brussels.
Brussels. Well, first off, can we...
Yeah, no, sit in front of the producer from Brussels and you tell us
Oh my
everything
God.
about Brussels.
What, Julian, would you say to someone visiting Brussels for the first time? Like, where would you tell them to go?
That's a very good question. I think Brussels is a really, really nice city to live in, but I think a rather crappy one to visit because
Oh,
most
really?
of the tourist attractions, like you've got the pissing boy.
There's a lot of pissing
There's
going
a-
on in Brussels.
in
isn't
general,
there?
yes.
They love pissing stuff.
There's this little tiny statue of a boy that pees, and it's like the only monument that we have, and it's very unimpressive. And you walk past it, and and then to actually go to Brussels, and I it's a great city if you're like cool hip artist and want to see a bunch of weird performance art or weird concerts. But actually, like just as a visit, I mean, there's nice museums and there's some nice buildings. But honestly, like for a one-day visit, I wouldn't have gone to Brussels. I would have gone to Bruges because Bruges is this beautiful old fairy tale kind of looking place.
Interesting.
And Brussels isn't that. It's too many people peeing and stuff.
Too many people
Yeah,
peeing.
it's
Well, do you know what? We got a bit lucky because, well, the weather was good, but we went on a Tuesday, Wednesday. We did one night, but we did like really early morning, late night. So it wasn't as busy. And we had a Eurostar voucher, hence Brussels.
Yes.
And we go to Paris quite a lot. So we were like, let's go to Brussels. So easy, 2 hours, same amount of time. Boom. We did see the Pissing Boy. So if you've been to Brussels, you will have seen it. And you kind of like, even if you're not aiming to see it, it's like right in the centre. So you can't kind of help but walk past it. And there's a big crowd of people just having the picture next to it, which is a bit strange. They're like,
So it's a statue, I assume. It's
it's
not
like a water
shift work.
fountain. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not shift work.
Is the piss the water fountain?
Yeah, it's like a tiny penis and there's just like water coming out of it. But they do.
Size shame his penis.
Well, it's a baby.
Oh, okay.
It's a little boy. There is
Sorry, I
a.
didn't know. That's a great big cock.
There is a girl pissing as well down the side
is.
street.
God,
There
what's
is.
she
Did
got?
you
And
find
she's
that?
squatting. Do you know what? We saw the sign for it. What does it say? It says like pissette or something.
Well, so the name for the boy is Monica Piss, and Monica is like that's boy. Is like man's, and then the girl is Janneke Piss, and her name is Jeanne.
Monica and Janica.
Yeah,
Monica and Janica. There you go. We didn't get to see our Jeanne anyway. She was down we did watch Travel Man, with Rich Diawadi before, because it's just like they do random stuff that you would never do. Like they have a miniature town thing, don't they?
Yeah, they have Mini Europe which is like
Mini Europe,
you
that's
can
it.
walk around, pretend you're Godzilla or something.
Yeah.
What, like Epcot?
It's like a miniature version. It's like Europe but tiny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's very to scale.
And then other
apparently.
tourists all pissing on the UK.
Essentially, yeah. There's in London, in the London bit, there's people doing protests outside of like the House of Parliament, and it says like say no to Brexit, and then like Brexit is on one of the signs. Like they've really gone for it on
Yeah.
in the London bit, yeah. So we saw the Pissing Boy.
Oh, lovely.
Do you know what the best bit was? We went to the Park Royal or the Royal Park. I don't know why I had to Royale it. It's not a bloody Whopper, is it?
Yeah.
It's not from Burger
Get given
King.
some smoked salmon as you walk in.
Oh, there was a pissing bit in there. Do you know what?
Jesus Christ!
There was a pissing because there's loads of like comics and stuff from Brussels. So like Tintin is Belgian and stuff. So there was all these characters, and one was of the dog pissing through a thing, and I was like, guys, we need to leave the pissing thing behind us. Like, come on,
Guys, I think you need to find a different niche.
do you know what I mean? But we found this radio station that sells beers and stuff, and you just like sit under the festoons. That was really cool.
Oh.
I felt really hipster. I know what you mean about like that hipster vibe. We also found a free concert in MIM, which is the Musical Instrument Museum.
Yes, indeed. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel
We're very good
She's
at
pregnant,
city
which
breaks.
meant she was sober, which meant she can remember these
I was very
things.
tired actually, so I did have a cheeky 5-minute nap. We were in there, but they do free concerts every day, and it's like the students, like music students, and they play like these tiny pianos, and then a woman came out with a violin and stuff. Just like a 3-hour concert, and the museum itself is stunning. Very Art Nouveau.
Songs did they play?
Oh, it was very like there The first guy, it was very like Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh, right.
It was a bit like, I can't listen to this. And then the second woman came out and she was playing the piano and she had like a violinist and a cellist. And that was more like straight up classical. That was quite nice.
Yeah, great.
It was lovely. It was just full of local old people, but very arty. That was just on there.
Oh, good.
That was
I
good.
must go to Brussels. It's
Go.
never really been on my list.
Well, get yourself a Eurostar voucher. So quick. We also stayed at the Hoxton, which isn't an ad, but I should be advertised by the Hoxton Hotel because basically, how many have I stayed in now? So many. They were really sweet. I also got married there. I had my wedding party there, guys.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't
Yeah.
you?
But when there's a new one pop up, right, this is why we love it.
There's one in Shepherd's Bush.
We've still not been to that.
No.
We need to come
Well,
up.
why would you?
Why would I? To go and see you.
There's a pissing boy around the corner. It's me. Drunk walking out White City
I'm
House.
just going to go see the local pissing boy guys, BRB.
I'm the pissed boy.
Yeah. And I'm I'm not a Jen anymore, am I?
I know.
I'm just a sober one.
I know.
Tedious.
I've lost another one. I've lost another drink.
Another one to the cause.
Horrible disease.
The first thing Phoebe, who works here at the podcast studio, said to me was, "Oh, how you cope with not drinking?" I was like, "It's tough, babes. It's tough."
She'll know. She'll know because she knows we like a drink.
And I'm only a third of the way through.
But have you got to a point now where you're kind of used to it?
I am weirdly
the
used to it.
sunshine, though, because that's.
And you know my saying, like, Freddie really feels for me in the sun, because in lockdown I made him laugh so much when I was like just walking down the street and it was like, you know, when it was blazing heat, and I was like, oh golly, I was like, this weather plays havoc with my alcoholism. And I just felt like a Tennessee woman, you know. And he was just like howling because it came from nowhere, because it's like 11 a.m. and you're like, oh, get me a beer.
I know. And I had I didn't have a mimosa the other day. But they said, would you like a grapefruit mimosa rather than orange
I'd love
juice?
that.
Fresh. No, sorry, I lie.
Liar.
Watermelon.
Oh.
It was a watermelon, like Prosecco and watermelon. And oh my goodness, it was just
Was it
so
good?
fresh and lovely.
Oh, I bet it was.
And so, you know, that was at like 11 a.m.
Yeah, but it's a breakfast drink when it's got fruit juice in, let's be honest.
Exactly, yeah. And that just levels you out.
In the Hoxton, I actually had a breakfast martini, and it was good because it was under non-alcoholic, but they don't name it a virgin whatever. And it was made with seedlip, and it was so delicious.
Yes. Oh, good.
And I'm not normally a fan of it just with tonic, but mixing this cocktail, it was like legit like a cocktail. I was like, I'm very thrilled about this.
Did you ever like margaritas?
Yes.
Because I know how to make a mock margarita.
Oh, really?
It's with ginger ale, some lime juice, lemon juice, and agave
It needs that
syrup.
like bitterness, doesn't it? You know
yes,
what I mean?
yeah, and ginger ale.
Because part of
And a bit of
drinking,
salt.
a bit of salt. Part of drinking is that you know it's strong, and you don't get that with the non-alcoholic stuff. So you don't get like the, you know,
Yeah,
like when
you
you're a
don't
bit
get
like,
the
oh,
kick.
it's a bit bitter.
Well,
that
because you're getting the kick elsewhere now.
not yet, but I'll keep you updated when I do. Yeah. Anyway, enough about babies and stuff.
Well, I've got a holiday coming up.
Have you?
I'm going to Spain.
Whereabouts? I know where Spain is, but whereabouts in Spain?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Oh my God, go to the Hoxton.
Oh, yes, there is one in...
And it's got a little pool on the rooftop. You can book a little... It's so extra. It's really
lovely.
good.
Yes, I'm going with my friend Mikey and
Lovely.
Co. I'm going to Sitges.
Oh, are you?
Bit of a gay resort,
And
which,
yeah, I
as you
know
know,
where
I can't
Sitges-
stand them. But just going to go pop and see them.
Just see, do your bit. Yeah.
But I am just loving this weather. I am
Me
loving
too.
the weather. I'm
Wait
loving
till
the
you get
heat.
to Barca.
And I came across a song the other day that I've forgotten. Do you know Legally Blonde?
Yeah. It's good that you forgot it.
Perfect Day. You know, she's singing.
Yeah. Oh, how's it go though?
Sun's up a little after 12. Make breakfast for myself. Leave the work for someone else. It's a perfect day. Nothing standing in my way. Did you get that song in Brussels, Julian?
No, but I do know the song because I'm also a little bit gay, so that's...
Oh,
Excellent.
a little bit gay.
You're welcome here.
He won't be back. I can only have one gay man in the studio, Julian.
You should never have said that. You'll never get booked again.
Be quiet.
No, So I put that song on
I
the other
also
day.
just love that, like, hi, I'm gay, so that means I know Legally Blonde.
Yeah. It's given to you in a starter pack when
Yeah,
you come
it
out.
is, it is, yeah.
So I don't know why. No, I saw it on someone's story on my Instagram, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna listen.
Let's
to that.
get it trending.
Yeah, and I played it, and the sun was out, and it truly was like perfect day.
Did you walk like
I
with bruiser in your
strut
handbag?
yeah, but it was a oat flat white, and I was like strutting down the street. And just the sun just makes everyone. And I need to put this out there as well, because I don't know about you, but the sun makes me quite horny.
Well, it's all that vitamin D you're getting, you know.
Well, is it? Because is it? This is the question. It's the chicken and egg question.
Sure.
Is it like the heat makes you horny, or is it that
Horny.
everyone is kind of like in skimpy clothes, so you see a bit of skin?
I think it's a bit of both.
Bit of both, yeah. I thought that. But I
People are
asked
like,
it.
oh, look at the thighs on that one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad we
goodness.
sorted that then. So
Yeah.
that's done.
Also, but maybe it is like the vitamin D, wink, wink, because that gives you all a positive endorphin. So you're feeling yourself. You're like, oh my God, I feel great.
Yeah.
You're like, you're buzzing off yourself.
Yeah.
So maybe that helps, you know?
But you're going to enter summer. This will be your first sober summer since you were aged 4.
I was going to say 14, like jokingly then. And you went far. You went
I
quite
know,
far.
I went down.
Oh, you went so far.
Sorry, I rounded down. 5.
Yeah, first. And do you know what? London, I know you can like be anywhere in the world, but London in the summer turns into like a new city, I always think.
Really?
It's just incredible. I just love London in the summer. Like everyone's out on the street, like maybe it is a British thing as well. You're like one scrap of sun and everyone's like pegging it out.
Beer gardens, just run
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
But London's just like packed with happy people and it's really good. I just love it.
Oh. I don't think anyone's ever said London's packed with happy people.
No, but Old Compton
Yeah.
Street in the summer.
Happier. Well, you know,
Happier.
I've got my roof. So, and the sun
do,
is
you
there
kept that
until
quiet.
sunset. And I was sat out there the other
South-facing.
day, and I'm going to clean it up. And I've got deck chairs, and I cannot wait to be just lying on that deck chair with, I might make myself a picture of margarita, invite someone round, say, come on.
I'm here if you want to
Let's
have a marg.
let's have a marg on the roof, sunbathe on the roof. So Holly and I the other day, she popped over after work, and it was blazing sunshine.
Yeah.
Because I get the sun. I've got a back terrace,
Ooh.
and then I've got the roof terrace.
Oh.
Yeah. So in the morning when I'm having my watermelon
Yeah,
mimosas,
champagne, yeah.
I'll be in the back terrace, papers,
Yeah.
coffee, whatever. Sun's
Very holiday vibes. I love
very
that on
holiday. And
Yeah,
it's very relaxing because it kind of looks out into this church and there's all like greenery and whatever, and it's just a
Yeah.
lovely little terrace. And then as the sun kind of goes round, I can just run up, climb through a window. You have to climb. It's like you're being birthed.
It's not
through
very
this
Notting
window.
Hill, is
it's
it?
not. No, it's the only way to access the roof. And then you just get on and you can sit. And then
Can
the
you do
sun's
that
there.
bit
It's a
up?
sun trap. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got a few bits out there as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, fantastic.
Yeah, so I can't wait because, this is obviously I went back home during COVID and,
Yeah.
I've only just moved back to Notting Hill.
So this is your first proper
This will be my
summer?
first proper summer, and I'm a bit worried because, as the listeners do know, I'm a bit of a wanker and I live on
Where is it? Get your bingo cards out.
Portobello Road. Is that on the bingo
Yeah,
card?
yeah.
When Lee drops where he lives. But it's very busy already.
You don't want to be hearing people, buying their apples and oranges or whatever the fuck they buy down there.
Yeah. So, well, no, it's going to be even more busy
Yeah.
when it's sunny because people come down. And I tell you this, I am bloody sick to my back teeth of people getting their glad rags on, jumping on the tube to the lovely houses,
Yeah.
and then posing outside, like posing like with sunglasses, like grabbing their sunglasses and being like they're crossing the street, getting their
Yeah.
boyfriends
With
and
flowers. They're always holding
with
flowers.
flowers that they've just bought, and their boyfriends are taking them, and I'm trying to walk past just to get to my nearest.
You're just
whatever.
getting papped.
And I'm just like, can you move out the way? It's annoying. We've all got problems.
First world
If
probs.
you've been affected by anything we spoke about in this episode,
Do DM me and I'll ignore it. Thanks.
but I am so excited for summer. I feel like it's finally been thrust upon us.
Thank fuck. Also, yeah, our garden like doubles the size of our house. You know our little garden.
Yes.
We eat all our meals out there. Like we have it on the little path where we've got our nice like garden furniture. It really changes the whole dynamic.
I'll have to pop over.
Pop over, babes.
Thank you.
We've got so much booze on our bar because obviously we have a bar as well, like much like you. So come and just shit yourself a cocktail. You know.
Well, you're not going to be drinking it, are you?
Exactly. Poor Freddie's got to get through it.
Oh God, you'll be like, I can't deal with him. Make him leave.
Get him out. No, you'd Freddie be absolutely hammered. Freddie's
That's what I mean.
100%.
I was talking about me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about him. The pair of you. I'd be like,
fine, you baby daddy.
you two go to the pub now. Leave me alone. He's drinking for two. He's like, oh.
Is he?
And also, when you...
Does it ever bother you?
It hasn't actually. And like Lorna did say to me, she was like, I couldn't stand the smell of alcohol in the first trimester. Right. And she was like, even now, if her husband has like a glass of wine, she's like, oh my God, I can smell it. It's disgusting. She was like, you're really lucky because I was like repulsed.
Right. Oh, that's oh God, that is. And the thing is, the partner couldn't really be like, well, I'm going to have one because, you know, it's like, oh, are you?
Are you
going to
now?
have to have one?
Because I'm not.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you eat the apple.
I know.
In the Garden of Eden. You've only got yourself to blame.
I know. The amount of people that have just said to Freddie, oh, well done, Freddie. Slightly weird, that, isn't it?
I've had so many friends where...
well done.
Yeah, I've had so many friends as well where, like, their partners will, like, babysit the kids for, like, one weekend.
God,
and then they go, oh, he is good, isn't he? And it's like, excuse me?
What,
like,
for being a dad?
Yeah,
like, for doing his actual job?
Yeah.
Our household will not be like that, let me tell you.
Oh,
you know
no,
what I'm like.
Well, Freddie's a bit of a feminist, isn't he?
He is. Oh, he's full. I'm very lucky, actually.
Sorry, a bit of a feminine, but yeah.
He's just generally very feminine.
No, he is. He's very liberally. What's your
is.
baby going to be like? I reckon, they might pick it.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like they'll be on protests. I reckon
Oh,
yours will
pick
be
it.
like...
I thought you meant they might pick it out of my womb. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, like a vending machine.
Well, my hairdresser, I went and saw him last week. Everyone in the salon is so nice. And it's a very LGBT salon. I think there's like one straight woman in there.
What?
You know what I mean?
Gay people in
I know.
salons.
It's like them watching Legally Blonde. It's terrible. And they were all literally like, oh, the baby in there mincing around. Have you felt it mincing yet?
Well, you are a gay man.
I know. I can't. Honestly, if my kid is straight, I'm going to be livid.
Yeah, your kid will have to come out to you as straight.
I know. And I'll be like, what? And they're like, listen, Mum.
Mum. Lauren. I've got something to tell you. I'm straight, you'd be like, it's just a face.
And I'll be like, what about all the gay pride events you were going to take me to?
And Mum, I don't like watching Murder, She Wrote. I just want to watch Formula One.
Yeah, Formula One. I love that. That was like your straight thing.
I don't know. It just came to me.
And tell Dad.
Tell Dad. You can tell your father.
I'm never wearing his neck scarves again.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh God, watch the space, guys.
Oh no, it's going to be great. Imagine kids having such liberal parents.
Yeah, it's going to be fab. Can't wait. Oh,
I don't know what you're going to be like as a mother.
Me neither.
She's like, like, there's panic in her voice.
The thought of someone calling me mum is like,
I'm going to play this episode or him on the 18th birthday. The thought of me calling
it's like, Mum, I'm like, oh my God, my life
like,
just flashed before my eyes.
You have morning sickness? No, but I did retch whenever I thought about having a kid.
Honestly. Oh God, it's going to be bad, isn't it?
And what about calling, what's Freddie going to be known as? Dad or Daddy? Or?
Daddy. I know, I don't know.
Oh God, you hated it the minute you said it.
I can't take it back.
Oh God. Oh no.
I know, fucking hell. We're doomed. Honestly, I don't think he's ever held a baby in his life. He's going to be like, what do I do with this thing?
You'll be fine.
They
Did you
teach
ever do
you,
that
apparently.
thing in school where you had like those babies where like they were automatic and they were logged. If like, I remember my sister in social education brought this doll back home and
you
had to look after it for like 3
no
days.
Thanks. No,
yeah, and
have
then
that.
it was crying so much she put it in her wardrobe.
Put it
and
in the shed.
And they said to her that it gets logged if you leave it crying, and they knew it was like you'd be arrested for that.
Oh, you'd be arrested for not treating that fake baby. Oh my God, that's awful. I'm glad we didn't have that in our school.
Well,
I'd have kicked off. I would have been like, what if I don't want kids?
No, you weren't forced to do it.
All right.
They didn't give everyone a doll. It was like
Give all the
people who
women a
wanted
doll.
to do it. Yeah.
Oh no. Speaking of your family, your mum was livid at you. Did you get her telling off?
No.
She was like, well, I can't believe Lee's not told me this. She DM'd me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
She was like, he kept that a secret. She was absolutely
It's not my news to tell.
I was like, I hope he gets in trouble for this.
Oh, God,
I was
no.
like, rubbing my hands together.
No. She did say, oh, you didn't tell me Lauren was pregnant. And I went, well, yeah, she is.
Well, you didn't ask.
Listen, I go home, right? And I find out things that no one has told me.
Oh, yeah.
And they go, oh, we didn't think. Like, and then she's going, oh, you didn't tell me that. What? She's a gossip, that's why.
Oh, sorry, Les, just shit stirred that there. I've got some weird news because we said we were going to talk about holidays. So I want to propose a couple of weird news items that happened to people while they're on holiday.
Yeah, we haven't talked about holidays at all, but let's do
We
that.
did a bit of Brussels.
Yeah, oh, yes,
and
we
you're
have.
going to Sitges.
Oh, yes, we have, sorry.
When are you actually going to Spain?
In about a month.
Viva España.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have a lovely time.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Are you just going to Sitges, by the way?
Yeah.
Great. It's near Pobla Nou, which is where we went in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on the way to Sitges, actually. Very cool.
Nice.
Let me just get it up. So, right, what would you do, right, if you were in a seaside resort in the UK?
Well, I grew up in one.
Oh, yeah, you did, right. Say you don't go back to Grimsby for your holidays. You're in, was Eastbourne, let's say.
Oh, yeah, I've been to Eastbourne.
It's meant to be nice, isn't it?
It's full of old people.
Oh, yeah, very old.
They
A
all
lot of
look
people
like you.
they all look like me from behind. They're like, Lauren. It's like Doris. She turns around. But you're in Eastbourne with me and all my mates. And a seagull pops down, as they do, to steal a chip. But the seagull is on spice.
What?
So, right. So in all these seaside towns, UK seagulls are now high on this cannabinoid, which is spice. So it's like gets you like really comatose as a human. You're like high, and then you're chatty, and then you're like really like they call it like a zombie drug. It's like a new form of drug, whatever. I don't know much about drugs, as you can tell.
It's like talking to Frank.
Please talk to Frank if you're concerned about it.
Does Frank still exist?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Well, not. We need to get it for seagulls. Call gull. But they're nicking the spice off drug addicts, like walking down the street or whatever.
Oh my God.
Out of their hands.
Well, in a way, the seagulls are doing, they're rehabilitation. No, but they're helping, rehabilitate the drug addicts.
But then you see a seagull under the dock like, hey, man, what's going on? So what would you do if you got attacked by a high seagull? This is happening to people in the UK.
Well, I mean, I don't think there would be any difference from me being attacked, from how I'd react to being attacked by a seagull or a high seagull. I don't think as well at the time I would know, I would be able to differentiate.
Well, I think you can, because they like do all the swooping and then they're like passed out on the street. Like police officers have been seen tending to them, like as if they're a person. How stupid's that? Only in the UK.
Well, like stop oil protesters.
Yeah, basically.
Just go and helping them.
Be like, you're right, mate. Come on now, let's move you along. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean,
but they must know what it is, because it looks. It doesn't look like food.
If they're attacking me or just stealing, if they steal my, if any of them have got onto any sort of food that I have, I'd just go take it.
Take it.
Well,
maybe they get a bit snacky after the
But if they get a bit aggressive, I probably...
Aggie.
Yeah, if they start attacking me, I would have to defend myself. So I'd probably kind of maybe elbow it out of the way.
Good. Listen, everyone in seaside towns, elbow them.
Because I wouldn't want my bare hands on it.
Yeah, no. You don't want to catch anything, do you? And then the other story comes from America, and they always one-up us, don't they?
yeah. Oh God, let's see how they one up the seagulls on spice. Oh, sorry, just whacked the microphone.
So yeah, we've got seagulls on spice. However,
What have they got?
oh God, this is really creepy, right? So imagine you're staying in a nice Hilton on your holidays. You're on a city break
Yeah,
in Nashville. You've gone to see the music. Okay.
country
great.
music town.
Country music town. You've gone to see the next Tay Swift,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you're having a lovely beer, and then you've gone to bed. Great, bit drunk. Anyway, this hotel guest at 5 a.m. is awoken. Awoken, is that the right word? Is woken up by someone sucking his toes. Yeah. So the night shift manager comes in and he just starts sucking his toes.
What?
He got a key card for his room.
No,
Come in.
that's rape.
Well, he got arrested. It was like really serious. That's toe rape.
That's tape.
That's oh my God. Yeah, but he outed himself because he had his uniform with his name badge on. So the guy instantly was like, "What are you doing in here?" And he didn't say anything for ages, it says. And then he was like, I could smell smoke, so I had to come in and check it. But that's planned, isn't it? That's planned toe sucking.
Oh my God.
He's
Wait,
going
done
to
that
go to
before.
court. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then you always got to put that lock on, guys. You know, they put the extra lock on, don't they? So then if someone does have a key card, it
I
like
can't
stops.
believe that happened at Hilton as well.
Hilton. The Hilton aren't taking responsibility.
Travel
because they're
lodge,
saying-
you know, that would be one of the extras you probably pay for. But at Hilton.
Especially a central London one. What would you do if that happened to you?
Well, I don't particularly enjoy feet. You know, I was with
Especially a
some-
sweaty bed foot. You know what I mean?
Well, they may have showered before they went in.
But it's always quite clammy under there, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, I suppose.
In Nashville. It's warm in Nashville.
But I wonder where, because I was with someone once who had a bit of a foot fetish.
Oh, really?
And it was just kind of a bit like, not with someone, they weren't a past relationship. I was just thinking I've only ever had one relationship with people could narrow down who that was. But I kind of dated someone.
Yeah.
And so it never really, it didn't do anything for me. But
You
if
don't
I,
get
wo-
anything
I mean,
out
if
of
I
it.
woke up to them sucking my toes, I would probably, firstly, I would do what I do to the seagull. I would elbow them. No, I would kick them in the face, and I would be furious, and I would ensure that I had, ensure that I had, you know, lifetime free trips to the Hilton.
Yeah, but not that one. Also, the weird thing is he didn't just like run out the room. He kind of like stood there at the end. That's what's creepier for me. I'd be like, oh my God, get the fuck out. Or I'd go running out. Oh God, I'd be scarred.
I don't know yeah, it's very odd.
Toe sucking. I also I listened to a podcast once. I think this happens quite a lot. And this couple stayed in a motel. And the woman the whole time was like, I feel like someone's watching me. And the husband and the boyfriend was like, no, it's fine. Anyway, on the last day, so weird.
There's a hole in the wall.
No, there was. They found a Polaroid of them sleeping on the bedside table.
Oh fuck! I've just got goosebumps.
I know, it was so weird. And then they went on
Oh my
TripAdvisor.
God.
Yeah, they went on TripAdvisor.
Oh!
It's so fucking freaky. And they went on I know I've got a bit of a chill as well. They went on TripAdvisor and like left this review and were like, what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. And then all these other people commented going like, oh my God, that happened to me. I thought it was really weird. So basically like the manager either had a hole in the wall or was coming in the night and just like taking sneaky pictures of them, of people like.
Sorry. How many people said that happened to me?
Like shitloads of guests.
So
started
why were they the only ones to first?
to
put it on?
actually, yeah, I don't know.
I would wake up, I'd march down, I'd say, what
the
is
fuck?
this?
Yeah.
Why haven't you used the Cairo filter to start?
I'm more of a Paris girl myself.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Flick a bit of Paris on that and I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, I'd be like, what the hell is it? Oh my God, I actually look really cute.
You did it from my
Thank
good
you.
side. Thank
Stop
you.
it. That's given me chills.
Yeah.
They're multiplying.
Yeah, freaky, right?
Freaky, really freaky.
Yeah, so I hope Barcelona's nice anyway. I hope where he stays.
Well, yeah, thank you. I'll let you know if anyone starts sucking my toes at the Hoxton.
Oh, God. But, you know, it'd be someone sexy in the Hoxton, right?
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Yeah. Or in Sitges, the premier gay resort.
Anyway.
Anyway, have we run out of time?
Yeah.
Have we?
Yeah, total drivel again.
Great. That's enough.
Julian, how's been your first time? How's been your first time?
Well, this is actually the first time that I'm producing a podcast. So
Oh my God.
I thank you for letting me work here, and I hope it goes well. I've been pressing buttons, trying to get the timing right and all that. I hope
You'd be great. Don't worry, it's all downhill from here, Julian. Anyway,
I was
so-
going to say, my
Yeah.
God, I can't believe you started like with, the best.
I know. You
All
may
the
as well.
rest. When someone pops in, I tell you, there's a lot of podcasts that use this studio, and I tell you what, there's some great ones. But I've seen some of the logos where it's like,
Shocking.
Construction Weekly, what's your favourite brick? And you think, fuck me, Julian. Just run while you can.
Run while you can.
Because I know we
Bring
talk
a book.
dribble, but, sucking toes and Polaroids in the...
Singing Legally Blonde. I mean, what else
think-
can you
what
do?
else can you
I
want,
know. Fucking great.
But when you've got bloody, what is it?
That disco vag that was behind once. Remember
Disco
that
vag.
robot vag?
Well, Julian's not going to like that, is he?
Not at all.
No.
I only said I was a little bit gay.
Oh yeah, very little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
well,
yeah.
tune in next week for episode 14.
Fingers crossed for the disco vag.
Ooh, I'd hate to think what a disco. What's the difference between?
Probably sweaty.
Oh, for God's sake, Lauren, we cannot end it on that.
All right.
Probably sweaty, like fucking hell.
It's probably just listening to the Bee Gees.
I can't believe. Oh God, it's gross.
Oh, shut up. You don't even know what it looks like.
I've seen. I can picture it.
Sure. That's how I imagine it.
Oh God, yeah, vaginas. I've never been into them.
Well, you're gay.
Quite literally. There was a time in my life where I thought, we do need to leave. There was a time in my life where I thought, maybe I should just have sex with a woman just to see.
Just to see how it's going.
Mm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that would have gone.
Do a crossword instead. Find other ways to fill your time.
Yeah. Freddie's got a friend, James. I don't think he listens to the pod, but hey, James, if you do, he won't mind me outing him. And he always had girlfriends at school, like, because he was friends with all the girls. And he is still, like, quite straight, whatever that means. Like, he's not very camp at all, apart from when he gets with me. And then he's like, hey, babe, like, starts coming out and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's got a twin, and they're very, like, into, like, sport and, like, stereotypical
Okay.
boy things. But he had a lot of girlfriends, like, in high school. But all of the lads were, like, I think he kissed one of them. Do you know what I mean? But it literally got to, like, doing stuff, and he was always, like, making an excuse. And, like, there's, like, a memory that they all have with, like, one girlfriend being sick outside a club, and he was holding a handbag for her, stuff like that. And he was always like, you run out of excuses to not touch them anywhere.
The girls.
Yeah.
And now he's gay.
And now he's gay.
What's he look like?
He's got a long-term boyfriend, but I'll hook you up.
Well,
Got
that's
a
my
lovely
type.
Yeah, mine too.
Anywho, this has been episode 13 of Fab Life with Lauren and Lee. Thank you for all your lovely messages. that
Yeah,
you
keep
sent to
them
Lauren.
coming.
And if you like this podcast, please do review it if you haven't already. We have loads of listeners, which is lovely, but we don't have as many reviews because people obviously go, oh, I'll get round to doing that, and then they don't. But actually, it really helps. So if you fancy logging on to either Spotify or Apple Podcasts and leaving us a little review, written ones are also nice. That would be delightful. But if you think it's shit, then just don't.
Yeah, if it's below 5 stars, don't bother.
Yeah. And let us know. Send in your comments.
Yeah.
DM
us on Fab Life Pod on Facebook or Insta. I'd love to hear some weird holiday stories like that. People must have had some
you ever
weird...
had some hotel situations?
Yeah, we'd love to hear
do
it.
tell us. Do tell us. Anyone have sucked your toe or other parts of you in hotels?
Only if it was weird and in a hotel, yeah.
Yes,
Not
yes.
sexually. But otherwise, see you next time on Fab Life.
With Lauren and Lee.